Welcome back to another episode of Bardic Inspiration Q&A. This question comes from Volkenstrun, a good friend of mine, who asks about advice to give to new players, how to handle a shy person as a GM, or how to be the shy person in the group. Now, the key to that question is that they're all the same thing. New tips for players, how to engage the shy person as the GM, or if you are the shy person, how to be more engaged, how to be more interested and break out of your comfort zone. It's all about what engages you. And so, what engages you? Maybe you're a person that coming to D&D really liking video games, the combat and the action, where two things get together and they dance, and they roll around, and they kick each other in the face. So maybe combat's your thing. Maybe you really like to roll the dice and see some violence in your imagination. Perhaps you're not so much into the combat as you are into the pretend. Maybe you want to be a really cool character. Maybe you want to use the power of your imagination to create this character that is just amazing, or deeply flawed, or both. Maybe you want to be Pharaoh of Egypt. Or maybe you want to be the cool guy with a big coat, a coat so big that the collar goes over his shoulders. Or maybe you want to be a little princess. Or maybe you want to be Baron von Mustache, whose power comes from the size of his ridiculous mustache. You could also be a serious character too. I mean, those aren't too hard to imagine. It's all up to you. It's all about the depth that you want to go to if that's your route of being engaged with this wonderful game. Maybe you're in it to see all the cool characters and wonder, why do they dress the way they do? Why do they act the way they do? Why do they sound the way they do? And who do they do? And what do they do it with? As you can see, there can be many, many motivations for playing this game of pretend, and ultimately envisioning yourself in a deep, dark dungeon, maybe with no one else but your familiar next to you. Maybe the reason why you're about to be eaten by a mind flayer is because you're allergic to pasta. The whole town is being turned into pasta, and you had nowhere else to run. And if you didn't go into this cave, the pasta would touch you. As you can see, there are many motivations and many ways to play this game. If you like the dice, you like the dice. Maybe combat's your main motivation. Maybe you are just so interested in the people of the world that you want to play to get to know these fictional people. Or maybe you're interested in exploring the world itself and finding out all the deep, dark dangers, and maybe you want to, tease the GM with your interest in the lore. Whatever you do, there's bound to be something for everyone in the wonderful game of Dungeons & Dragons. So in short, for all new players, for all GMs dealing with a shy player, or for a shy player having to deal with the game, just understand what makes you motivated, what makes you tick. Not so much the character, that could be a little bit different. You as the player, you as the person. If you want to see combat, if you want to see blood, let your GM know. If you want to interact with strange people, let them know. If you want to just explore the world and run away from whatever, and if you are sincerely, interested in creating this cool story, let them know. It's a group game. Everyone in the group needs to be clear about what they want out of the game. Thanks for the question, Volkenstrun. If you're watching, anyone watching, please click the like button, do the subscribey thing, and more importantly, leave a question. Me and or Gabe and or maybe someone else in the future will be able to answer these questions. Making these videos is a wonderful use of time. It keeps us away from darker things. Share this video, and I can be beautiful again.